This is Don Bird reporting from Southwest Philadelphia. I'm standing here on Dix Avenue next to a property that has become a serious threat to public safety. Behind me is 7323 Dix Avenue, a building the city of Philadelphia deemed an unsafe structure in July of 2025, yet it was never boarded up, never secured, never repaired. Because this building has been left open, collapsing, raccoons have taken over the structure. And now these animals have begun infiltrating neighboring homes, including the home of Steffond Douglas down the street.
The impact of this situation becomes clear the moment you step inside the Douglas family home. For weeks, Steph and his family have been hearing heavy movement coming from the ceiling and walls, sounds that grow louder in the early morning hours. The raccoons are not in the attic or on the porch. They are inside the structure of the home itself, moving through ceiling cavities, wall spaces, and even closet areas where the family sleeps. The source of the problem is a neighboring property down the street. Although the house is occupied and the homeowner has lived here for decades, the structure has deteriorated to the point where it can no longer keep wildlife out. Large holes in the roof, collapsing porch sections, and open gaps around the exterior have created multiple entry points for the raccoons to nest and travel. These openings allow the animals to move in and out freely, and from there migrate along a shared roof line into nearby homes like the Douglas residence. Despite calls to city agencies and multiple attempts by neighbors to get help, the property remains unsecured and vulnerable, allowing the wildlife intrusion to escalate.
Initially, we would hear it out on the porch. You would hear just like scratches. I never paid it any mind. My neighbor came out one day and said, "Yo, I think it's some squirrels up there." And I'm like, "What?" He said, "They may be getting in. I don't know, but they're up there." So then I would hear him. Lex, my wife, she came running one time. "Oh, I think I hear something in the ceiling." So I said, "In the ceiling?" I still didn't hear it. Then, you would just constantly just hear this scratching coming across the porch ceiling. Yeah, this was basically all summer. This was the beginning of it.
What kind of noises or movement are you hearing?
You hear scratches. My wife said she heard crying, like there's babies up there. So they're practically nesting up there. You hear them pulling on wood, doing all kind of damage and scratching, trying to get further and further inside the home.
How has this affected your sleep and your family's comfort?
Listen, I got no sleep. I may get an hour in spurts, a half an hour here, an hour there. I wake up to my wife screaming. I'm down here. You hear scratching. It'll wake me up. This morning, I woke up 4:30 this morning, 5 o'clock, scratching. You hear it scratching. It's just crazy. No sleep, really, none.
Do you feel safe?
No, I don't. It really feels like an invader. Someone came in my home, infiltrated my home, and I can't do anything about it. It's crazy.
What steps have you taken to get the city involved?
I emailed everybody you could think of. I emailed Councilmember Kenyatta, which is the councilman for this area here in Southwest, head of L&I, Stephen Gallagher, the mayor's office, L&I, animal control, nuisance property. Every step you could possibly think of taking, I've taken. I wrote them, emailed them, no response. I got one response back from Kenyatta. He said he would have his team look at it. That was a week ago. Nothing. As you can see, the property is still wide open. Nothing's been done. And the raccoon problem in my home has gotten worse. You can actually hear them get deeper and deeper inside of the house.
You want the city to
the city as a whole. I feel like I'm just being ignored. If this property that's been in violation since July, they gave them a deadline of August. We're now in the month of November, going into the new year. I would just like it to be sealed. So the raccoons, they have a tree out there, pretty much out of control, which is acting like a bridge. The raccoons are crawling right up, and they're going right inside. So, yeah, you just want it sealed so they can stop getting it. Then I have to take the necessary measures of getting them out. You know, I got to pay a wildlife. I don't know how to do it. It's crazy.
How long has this been a problem on the block?
It was before I came. Yeah, talking to the neighbors and talking to the block captain. This has been going on for years. I did a little research myself, looked up the case files on the property of 7323, and it goes back as far as 10 years, 8 to 10 years. So it was before I came. I'm just the first to say something about it and take the necessary steps and measures that I thought were appropriate to get it done, thinking it would happen quick, and I feel like I'm being ignored.
Wildlife do live here. They live here with us. You're going to see them in whether this is sealed up or not, you're going to see them walk.
I mean, this is a park. They have a whole...
No, they don't know that, hon. They're looking for places because they have no place. They took their ground. They did it at 76 in Lindbergh where the Dunkin' Donuts is. It was all wildlife ground. They took it. That's when we started seeing them here. And it's going on like 15, 20 years already. That's how long it's been since they took that ground up. Then they're stored on 63rd and where the dumps is, near Jerry's Corner. They're taking that ground up. So then the people there, they're starting to see them. So it's not good.
So as a neighbor and a member of this community, it's a problem for the rest of the block. I understand your position on it, but how can we work together?
Try to get the animals out and the place sealed. That's it.
Yeah, that's what we're going to work on then.
Yeah. No,
All right.
So you wouldn't mind having all this sealed?
After they're out.
Yeah, you got to get them out.
No.
Yeah, you can't seal them in.
No,
we don't want them to die inside.
It would be devastating.
Yeah.
Now it's I had a mother cat had kittens under the porch. I rescued them. If this is all sealed, you wouldn't have that.
My wife and my mother-in-law and her wife, they're animal lovers too.
God, I think you're born like that.
Yeah.
I really do.
Well, they build little shelters for the cats.
People do that around here.
Yeah. So maybe we can get them out.
Yeah.
We can seal up the property and then figure out how to get those
In fact, after that was over,
something safe where it's not a danger to the other neighbors. I understand what you're saying, but
after that, I was actually going to have a group come out, animal lovers, where we're going to trap the stray cats and get them off the street. There's so many. But then I would start putting the food out where I don't have to feed them because they're starving. And if we got them out, that would be an improvement. If people got their animals neutered, they wouldn't inflated, they wouldn't.
We are here live on location in Southwest Philadelphia, reporting on a wildlife issue here. We have a house that has been deemed unsafe by the city. There are residents living there, and we came to find some answers, doing some investigative reporting. We have a situation where wildlife has taken over an occupied home here in Southwest Philadelphia on Dix Avenue, and raccoons have infiltrated a property that is lived in currently, and the residents on the side of the street that she lives on they are really frustrated with this situation.